Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Wrestle YouTube channel. It's time for more watch-alongs. Now, of course, Ebenezer's here, so you know what the score is going to be. You can see it in the title. Of course, Outcast Pro Wrestling has a show, June 25th, Strings on the Isle of Wight. It's a little bar venue. It's for music, live music, little gig hall, basically. Very cool, very nice aesthetic, very good atmosphere, and they are going to have a fantastic lineup of wrestling. Of course, it is going to all go down with the doors opening at 8 p.m. Tickets are just £8, which is frankly ludicrous. Like, how do you make any money, pal? Apparently, you do. But tickets are £8. Doors are at 8 p.m. June 25th. Strings on the Isle of Wight. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, if you want your tickets, you can either scan the QR code. It's on the screen right now, or you can head to Outcast Pro Wrestling. Just type it in Google. You'll find their website. And of course, you can buy them there as well. Ebenezer, welcome back. Are you ready for some more Outcast shithousery?
Absolutely. I love a watch along.
Yeah. Well, you got 3 from myself and Ebenezer in the build up to things. And then myself and the Virus K. Michael bring you Watch Along 100 this Thursday.
Ooh!
Quite naughty, it has to be said, and it will be a special one, and it will be an Outcast Pro Wrestling special as well. So anyone watching now will definitely want to watch that. Just as a forewarning, this is of course an 18+ podcast. Strings, however, is a 16+ venue, so might be a little bit too edgy for some of you that are on the borderline, and if it is, go fuck yourselves, you melts. Now then, it's time for Anarchy Rules 3. And if there was ever anything that should have been 18+, but amazingly was in front of a family-friendly audience, it was Anarchy Rules 3. And Ebenezer knows better than anybody else because he was actually there. His first ever and only show he's attended for Outcast Pro Wrestling, and he got to see Anarchy Rules 3. Before we start, of course, Anarchy Rules is their version of a no disqualification death match of sorts. It's not a death match entirely, and I'm sure if the Virus is here, he's like, there's no death, fuck you. Not yet anyway, until he really loses his temper. But it's basically a full-on hardcore war, and this one was a triple threat. It was the Virus K. Michael, it was Scrappy Jack, and it was the Hunter Nero for the Isle of Wight Championship. Going into it, the Hunter Nero, of course, the Isle of Wight champion, reigning and defending. But like I said, before we start, how did you feel taking in Outcast as a whole, mate? Did you enjoy this event? And most importantly, did you enjoy this match that we're about to watch back?
Yeah, I enjoyed the whole thing, to be fair. Lovely locker room. The crowd are quite decent. Everyone was pretty hyped up for it. No one took offense and shit like that. So it was a good day, good event. I enjoyed this match, to be fair. I thought it was quite good for what I remember of it. I thought it was pretty thick. But sure, we're going to get a run and commentary right now.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. And you mentioned people not taking offense. I'm sure they might take offense at some point this week. And again, I really have to bring you back to the beginning of this podcast where I said, fuck off, you melts. Ebenezer, mouse is at the ready because in 3, 2, 1, press play. Who's your friend?
Yes.
Whoa! Look at the size of that tangerine. Oi, oi.
Get this, my crumbs!
He's got such a ticket.
Yes, he has. And I hate him already. I love this music as well. This music is brilliant.
Shout out to Purdy Cat Purr and Main Brand for the footage, and shout out to me for editing it. Oi, oi! I spy a knob or two.
Yeah, we decided to be at the front of where everyone else walks out, so we could be the eye candy. Centre stage, if you must.
You always are on the centre stage, mate. Big shout out to Toby who does photography. He's fucking awesome, that guy. Lovely guy and genuinely one of the best professionals I've met. Like, I don't know if you've seen his photography. It's so good.
Yeah, he took some good shots of that. It was good.
I like the little things. Have you noticed how he bangs where his merch is? so that people know where to go, where to buy a t-shirt. Also, I spotted our good buddy Daniela behind the merch stand.
And pointing out the people that have his merch as well.
Exactly. Just a smart man. A smart, maniacal man.
Smart.
I love the entrance, mate. I love the way he gets in the ring.
Got the old step on the bottom rope and over onto the bottom rope again.
I've never seen anyone do that before. Never. Like, I thought that would have been when you've been in the business as long as we have.
Right.
He's so good, isn't he? Some of the noises he makes. The really cool thing about this is if you're on the Isle of Wight and you're watching this and you're thinking, I'd love to be like that, I'd love to be more out there, open and honest and very kind of visceral with my responses, well, you can now, because the Virus K. Michael does private one-on-one character development sessions at the Isle of Wight Training School. And if you're not doing those, you're a fucking moron. Simple as that. That goes to everyone on that roster. What time have you got on your video, mate? So I know that we're linked.
What?
What's the time on your video at the moment?
257.
257?
Yeah.
10 seconds ahead of me. Marvellous. Hit press play. You must have pressed play like well before that.
No, as soon as you said it, I pressed it. Do you want me to wait, let you catch up?
No, that's all right, mate. I'll literally, because if you're 10 seconds ahead, I am literally just going to bump it forward slightly. I'm too busy staring at Scrappy Jack. So he's, by the way, one of the best looking men in all the wrestling.
Oh, he's a great guy.
He's all right. It's on 324 now.
332.
332 right now.
Yeah.
Still a few seconds ahead. Ebenezer's always one step ahead of the competition.
331.
Yeah, I think we're about right. He's just taking his jacket off and passing over.
The meaty hoss, that is Scrappy Jack.
Fuck me, he got through the curtain quick.
You don't want to take no shit.
Look at those graphics. That's good shit, pal. It's name description, and he's come to beat the shit out of everyone else. Have you seen the name description episode of Outcast?
No?
When the first edit of this show dropped, because the main event was Kenny Six, right, versus JJ Belair.
Yeah.
In the main event, so whoever edits the videos puts the name links up, and they had forgotten to put the name in for Kenny Six, and it just came up with name description. So now I'm just like, name description is here, and he's ready to fight.
Hey, Mr.
That's gotta be name description.
Can't wait to see him at like more shows like in the future and just like shout out from the back as soon as he walks through the curtain.
No description. Yeah, it's a shame he's not doing the IWE show now because I would have been all over him for that.
Yeah.
Right, name description.
The banter would be going off.
I know we've discussed it before, but what do you think of like his ring gear right now that it is here? Because he's looking to change it. He's also dropped the Hunter, by the way. It's just now Nero.
Just Nero.
Yeah, just Nero. So he's kind of trying to shorten things and go with it. Like, one thing I really respect about him is how much he's willing to listen to people.
Yeah.
A lot of people in wrestling don't want to listen. They want to get their fucking knickers in a twist. They want to think that they know best. You know what? I get critiques all the time. I'm always trying to change my footage, the way I record, the style of what I do.
How are you supposed to get better without criticism?
People get upset, don't they, when it gets told the truth, or at least the closest approximation to what we think is the truth.
I like his jacket, and like I do like wrestlers with long hair. I didn't like it myself because it used to get in my way. And I think my first ever show that I did for Rev Pro, I ended up swallowing my hair and nearly threw up in the ring.
Ugh.
Yeah, so I ended up cutting it off, and I feel so much better.
Something wicked. That's my guns!
He's a maniac. Mr. Main Event!
Look at those back muscles.
Oh, yeah. Whoa. He's such a specimen. Look at him. Shut up. Fucking love it. Yeah. In honor of the virus. Nice mug.
See, I like the creepiness.
I really like the jacket. Like we said before, who's got a fucking on, honestly. Like we said before,
him without the vest, because when he wore the vest, I think he looks more Takerish. Whilst here,
Belongs to me.
It's just a vest, but it makes a difference.
to his credit, I think he wore the vest because he felt he was out of shape. But if I'm being honest, I've never thought he was out of shape. I've always thought he's looked quite good. Like he's always looked quite healthy. I mean, look at him. Not being funny, but when you're that tall and gangly, I'd know if you were fat or not.
He looks completely fine there, and like he should keep it like that. I love the fact they all went straight out for weapons. It's fantastic.
I love that. None of this, like, I hate hardcore matches, Hell in the Cell, things like that, and they start with collar and elbow time. It's like, go fuck yourself.
Oi, no sell. Well,
I want to sell it? I'll fucking make you sell it, cunt. We have this conversation all the time, me and Kane, but I'm not about the chair shots to the head life. I just doesn't sit well with me, if I'm being honest.
no, I think it all depends on the person and not.
Like, if you're happy to do it, cool. I'm never going to adhere to it, though. If someone says to me, yeah, hit me over the head with a steel chip, no, not happening. Like, either I'll hit you over the back, I'll smash you in the shoulder, but I'm not hitting you square over the head on the table. It's not happening.
See, I wouldn't mind like a chair shot to the back or anything like that, full pelt, but if it's to the head, then a little bit lower.
Yeah, you know what, there's been way too much bullshit with Chris Benoit and concussions and things, and having a concussion and not being able to feel my shoulders for about an hour, I was like, no thank you, don't want that again. Not worth it.
Nice. Turned it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I love it. Do something, Nero. Don't just watch him, boy.
It's kind of like waiting for the spot, isn't it? You can always tell when someone's waiting for their spots, as opposed to...
Like at that sort of point, I usually just go around and take the piss out of the crowd, or just go sit with them. Just be like, I'll let them do their thing.
Yeah, he just seems like he's proper chilling at this point. There's no kind of like real selling. You can notice Kane's like looked at him over there as well. Ow.
Nice.
We want table. Fuck off. I hate we want table shots. Hey, Chris, like, how is a table the most deadly weapon in wrestling? Explain that to me.
Because of the Dudley boys, they made it the deadliest weapon.
They did, but ever since it's just been a downhill slope. I'll take a meaty steel chair shot over a fucking table anytime. Unless it's Mae Young.
That's because most shows you see nowadays, people don't even go through the tables; they just bounce off them.
Yeah, there's been a lot of that shit, hasn't there? Hi, Jackson. Fucking. No, have you seen that match get freaking on? We need to do a watch along of that, mate. Oh my day.
Nice
versus Ricky Knight Jr.
Yeah, I need to watch that. I only saw that clip and I was wilding out over it.
I tell you what, because you are big on waftiness, aren't you? Like, you don't like people being wafty. That was the opposite of wafty. That was MMA, is what that was.
Proper shoot fest. Go on. Oh, that could have ended badly, but that was fine. That was good.
Bromance need to nick that. Get some tag team moves under your belt. Right in the bread basket.
Right in the mummy daddy buttons.
For me. That's not what I sound like. There's no Iron Brew. Could we get Scott Jones to do the Iron Brew TikTok? I reckon he'd be fucking great at it.
Please.
70 pence off Iron Brew. Are you crazy?
Joking there, lad.
Saying that, I'll do it. Fuck it. I want to go up to Scott Jones doing the Iron Brew man and see what he says. Get out of here, fucking Donny prick.
Why don't you get me some haggis?
Like how we've just gone full Scottish during Anarchy Rules.
Yeah, I know.
All the Outcast sounds like, talk about the match, please.
But at this moment, like, he's just beating the fuck out of him with a chair, like.
Yeah.
Oh,
He done our swing for the fences, Scrappy.
sounds so much better on bare skin as well. The slap.
In many ways, I think they sound better than steel chairs, right?
Yeah,
Because they just have
100%.
that echo, and that room, Ventnor, is like the Ventnor Winter Gardens. It's just very acoustic.
Very
Everything
acoustic.
kind of shoots around the room. I still think they need to clean the walls, though. The fucking state of them. It honestly looks like it has accumulated years of cum stains. It's just, yeah, looks like John Cena's cum rag. Have a little wash. Look at these two up here, respectively. State of it. It's a shame. Apparently, it's listed. I think that's why you can't modify it too much, because it would look so sick if they got Outcast banners all the way around. It would really improve the aesthetic, knowing.
Oh, what's he got here?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's got an ice tray. Oh, hello. It's literally just a big old piece of metal, isn't it?
It's just like a metal plate you get off the roads, isn't it?
It does look like a bit of a, I don't know what the correct term would be.
We just call it a metal plate.
Oh, lovely.
Nice. There's been some good moves in this.
These are three guys who have great chemistry, and that's probably why we were asked to cover this match, because the quality of it is just excellent.
Yeah, I think at the moment, like, all they got to do is just talk to the crowd a bit more. Like, I think that's the only thing that's just been missing at the moment is just no crowd work.
I think I remember you saying that originally when I rang you up on the night of the show, because I did Rumble, didn't I? And I remember ringing you up and sort of saying, like, what was the match like? Because I assumed this would be match of the night, which in my opinion it was. It just worked better for me than the opener did. And I think I remember you saying that Nero and Jack especially didn't work enough for the crowd. But that being said, when they're in an 18+ venue, they tend to work more to the crowd.
Yeah.
Maybe they're just not comfortable in a family-friendly environment because they are much more edgy, aggressive, violent wrestlers.
Yeah, to be fair, I can imagine it would be the same for me, because where I'm an absolute gobshite, I'd be more to the crowd than I would in this sort of place. But, you know, it's to each and everyone else's strengths, isn't it? Nice.
What makes a match like this is having three guys who are fearless. You can't enter a match like this if you're going to be a bit... there's a few people who shy away from stuff. Referee, I swear down, Damon has not moved for that spot since the match started.
I mean, to be fair...
I love how he's got his gloves on. I'm not seeing any blood just yet.
Not yet, but...
You fanning. Either that or he's getting ready for a little colonoscopy. Oi, oi. I thought he was going to take it. I was like, what? Look at Geezer. You are casual as fuck up on that sound.
Before going through it.
Yeah, good housekeeping, baby. Although this is a lot better than that fucking awful Good Housekeeping match we did a watch-along for recently.
Like, him knocking on the door reminds me of a joke. Why did the woman knock on the fridge?
No idea.
Just in case there was a salad dressing.
Fucking amazing. I want a TikTok of that. Yeah!
Oh, yeah.
I want to iron that, honey. I can imagine if an ironing board was in your match, there would be some incredibly offensive material. So, when you eventually do Wrestle Lunar Tricks, I demand an ironing board.
I demand it be no DQ.
It'll have to. It'd have to be. It just, yeah, you wouldn't be able to maximise it otherwise. Especially if it's going to be a one-time deal.
Yeah, she is getting mullered like Thomas. Oh, nice!
Gnarly! Mate, the amount of people who use the spear now and have done it better than me since I used it, I'm like, cool. I used it, and I remember everyone sort of saying, oh my god, your spear's amazing, you should use that more regularly. And then came fucking Spears, matey, for an ironing board, Azzy Adams hit this monster spear at the last show. I was like, yeah, no, you're right, mate. I think I'll just leave it.
Oh, yeah. And Thrash Cady as well, hitting the spit.
Hit that gnarly spear at ACW, didn't he?
Mate.
Thanks for that, boy. Well, not the one of Robbie Nigel, obviously. But,
No.
But I mean, because that guy can't wrestle, fuck that guy. But yeah, no, the first one he hit on the Luchador, he almost killed him, didn't he? Fuck me.
Yeah. He absolutely split him in half.
See, this here is why I feel the virus has an edge on a lot of people. Look what he's got his weapons in. But it's not just a bag, it's an Outcast Pro Wrestling pillowcase, which you can actually buy. So it's that thing of like, it's almost like an advertisement for merch at the same time.
And he's also got Lego.
Yes, he has. Can you see, they missed a trick there. What they should have done is bought shitloads of cheap Lego off Facebook Marketplace, filled things with them and sold them at merch. Yeah.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, lay those fucking hands in, sunshine.
Oh. Nice.
Look out.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. The pop is so good.
Give it to me.
It really is one of the best finishers in wrestling.
The putt is just spot on.
Poor Scrappy, he always takes it like a fucking G as well. Yes, he is. Oh, yeah.
In the kisser.
He sold that really well. I love that. He's like, the way he just dropped to his knees was kind of very wafty, like a drunk man. It looked really good.
Oh, I thought he was going for the 619.
Smile!
Smile for the camera, princess.
619 from Kane. Yeah, baby!
Yes.
Toby's moving around the ring not like an expert. Look at him, he just fucking knows.
I'm waiting for him
Random geezer.
to do some star jumps or something.
Doesn't give a fuck. I love it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, hello.
Really? Scrappy coming in with a cable tie.
Scrappy coming in with the bondage. Here we go, baby. I bet his missus loves him. Damien's reaction to that. What? Come on, Damien.
Talk about it,
more.
mate.
Like, he just don't give a fuck, does he? It's like somebody's had a fight in his bar and he's like, yeah, whatever, swear yourselves. Let's not give a shit.
You can't. Don't let him.
So I think this,
Did you hear that? Don't let him. And then someone went, let him. Someone in the crowd's like, yes, I'm up.
so I thought at that point, because it took that little bit longer, he should have just like gave him a big old elbow to the side of the head, just so it gives him that little bit more of an edge to sell it more.
Yeah, see, like, he's like,
I know,
it
just
didn't
give it-
work there. But at this point, I would have just said, right, fuck it, I'm going to hit you over the head with something just to kind of make it. It kind of, I feel sorry for Nero here as well, because he's then got to spend much longer selling this. But he's clever enough to turn around to the camera and say, get me out.
Yeah, fair play to him.
Ow.
Oh.
Ow.
Ow.
Oh!
Oh.
That is going to liven you up in the morning. Oh, right in the arse.
Oh, mate.
I'm going to cable tie and spike your ass.
Oh, right in the
Jack, oh my.
going for it, ain't he? Scrappy.
And that's why we call him Scrappy fucking Jack. Not Kane's facial expressions there, that's good. Two
Right.
boots. This is where I thought the psychology was phenomenal. Because the match before this was that fatal four-way that Newt won, which
Yes.
of course is like his minion. So it made so from a storyline perspective, you will now already understand this guy is aligned with it. So when he screams for him to come out, we're immediately like, oh, okay, he's bringing his mate out to help him. Oh, I love the gory bomb. Yeah, baby.
Oh, yes.
Big finisher.
Spicy.
Drop toe holds. Yeah, this is my favourite part of the match. I love this part. This is so well done. He's got the scissors and it's like, I don't want to let you free, but it's self-preservation. If I don't give you the scissors, then, you know, I'm going to lose. And we're both going to lose our opportunity to be Isle of Wight champion.
See, for me, at this point, rather than going around and getting the chair, you just immediately do a drop kick or something.
Yeah, the problem with that is because he might tap out in that time. Obviously he doesn't, but it's that thing of like, you're kind of taking a risk that he's... Plus, if you're scrappy, you must be able to see that he's been released.
Yeah.
So, but for me, like, that's a real nitpick. Like, I really enjoyed the bit where he's like, give me the scissors and he's reaching out. A photo of him reaching out would have been amazing. I don't know if Toby got it or not. If he did, that would be the money shot right there.
Yeah. It's written in the stars, baby.
That's why you should always have video and photography. I like that. I really like that move. That's nice.
That's a good move.
Yeah, do that more often. That's sexy, that is.
See, other than the fact that obviously we've critiqued on the way he looks, he is a good wrestler. He's a decent wrestler.
I genuinely think he's one of the best wrestlers in Outback. I do. And I'm sure that'll fucking trigger a few people. But I do. I think he's got an amazing moveset.
Yeah.
And he's just got, and the way he delivers, and he's zero fear in the way that he throws his hands and the way that he, you know, provides his offense. Like, it's super, super realistic. He looks like somebody who could legitimately cause a lot of problems in a fight.
You said it earlier, he's fearless, which...
Oh, look, it's the forbidden door. He's the charming door. Like, oh dear.
Get the door.
Devon, get the doors. What do you think here? So he doesn't put him through it, he puts him by it.
Nice. What's that?
Well, at that moment, he doesn't, like, I know he's building to a spot, but I find it interesting. He gives him like essentially like a sort of pump handle power bomb.
Yeah.
Or gut wrench power bomb. But he gives him that power bomb instead of putting him straight through the table.
Yes.
I think the idea is so that he's incapacitated enough to lay him on the door, so it's not like a bad thing. But it's that thing of like, take the opportunity to use it as soon as you've got it, I guess.
What he's going for now, isn't this his
gnarly.
finisher?
No, his finisher is the burning hammer.
Oh, yes. I was going to say, like, if this was his finisher, it would have made sense, but like you say, he should have gut wrenched him just in the door at that bit.
It is good, though, having Kane here, because what it does is it gives Scrappy enough time to kind of become coherent enough to move.
Yeah.
So it makes more sense. Oh, mate. Fucking hell.
That scream.
What a view Kane has got of this, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Oh
my God. You're a better man than me, sweetheart. Fuck me. You up for taking that? Do you reckon, you're quite small, aren't you? Do you reckon the door would break if you went for that?
I don't even think I'd get to the door.
Can you imagine if you did and the door didn't break? Like,
I would just bounce off and over the top rope.
Wow, right, it's loud.
Ebenezer has been eliminated.
I'll be in the front row like, come here, darling.
Daddy's got you.
That's basically the joy of being a big guy in wrestling. You can stand outside and catch people while they do stupid shit. That's pretty much why I do progress shows. Just fucking stand there and be like, yeah, torpedo me, I'm ready.
Well, we've done that at the progress show we both done together, women.
Chapter 85 in Bournemouth, yeah. We had Jimmy Havoc and the pastor William Eaver, didn't we? Yeah, I had William Eaver's crotch hit me square in the face.
I was fucking terrified at that point.
I was barking the fuck out.
Oh,
The Olympic Slam.
Like, there's just so many good movesets in this match alone. I'm surprised anyone else got anything in.
It's a proper blow-off, and I think the only problem with it is if you're looking for long-term storytelling, the match after this was Scrappy versus Nero, the one that we covered for No Regrets.
Yeah.
And so it's like, I feel, and it wasn't even like no DQ or anything, it was just a straight singles match. So it's like you've gone from this to that. And I always like it when you keep elevating until you get to that final match. It's a bit like in AEW. They started off their rivalry with that ridiculous big cage war game style match, didn't they? The Pinnacle versus the Inner Circle. And then, like, I think a few weeks later, it was like, can he overcome Wardlow in a slam match? And it's like, they were literally in a prison like 3 weeks ago. So now I'm kind of having to temper my expectation a little bit. That is an extreme example, obviously, because Outcast is not AEW, because they actually know how to wrestle.
You absolutely hate AEW as well. What?
I don't hate AEW. I hate Tony Khan is what I hate. I just think he's a fucking gimp. That being said, he will undoubtedly, by the end of this week, he'll probably be the #1 man in wrestling.
Why this weekend?
Oh, because of Vince McMahon, isn't it? Have you not seen the news?
Oh, yeah. Go on, son.
Love that.
Yes,
Love that move. Very cool. Table for 1.
2. Yeah, get in there.
My belt, and somebody in the crowd's like, yes, you're right, Kane, it is your belt. He does call it my belt, like it's kind of like his thing.
It's his home.
It is. Oh, yeah! Kane has one of the best strikes in wrestling, like by far. And also a fucking lesson to people. You can't do it properly, you just can't do it. Oi, oi.
Oi. Nice. I can't wait for one day to actually wrestle Kane.
You two are going to smack each other around like crazy. Yeah. I could just see you two ending up having sex by the end of the match.
Yeah.
Yeah. The level of arousal from hitting each other will be too much to bear, I think. You'll just start inserting.
Oh, that
Phoenix Splash! See, that's the benefit right there of editing. Stolen it with an elbow drop.
Stolen. He steals it.
It was fucking brilliant, wasn't it? So
Oh,
good.
yeah, it's a fantastic match. Absolutely incredible. Beer?
Hang is what that was. It's just a shame that he only held the belt for one shot.
Yeah. It's
Hot potato.
It's a bit of a hot potato at the moment. There will be one that will be worthy to defend it at least once. Successfully, that is.
Well, I mean, Kane had it for quite a while, so did Rudy Root.
Did they?
Yeah, and then all of a sudden since then it's been sort of bouncing around a little bit, and it's like I get it. Like, it's cool that you've got a belt that you can bounce around a little bit more than maybe the main title, but at the same time, it does, for me, it devalues a belt if you hold the belt. It does.
Look how happy this little cherub is.
He's wonderful, isn't he?
Yeah.
What a specimen! Also, his hair is just insane. I'm so jealous of his hair.
Oh, mate, the Mohicans that he can do with his hair are sick.
Yeah, the look he had at No Regrets when he came out, he looked so good. I was just like, with the belt around his, like, the way he holds the belt as well, Riddle style, or Ospreay used to do it as well. They're just fucking awesome. I'm looking for originality. I'm looking for something that nobody else does, and that's why I love him so much. There isn't anyone like him.
No.
Like, Scrap Jack is so good in places like Like, he would have really worked in the old ECW, the current GCW format. He'd be great at as well. Like something that's a little bit more edgy and a little bit more rock and roll.
Yeah. Gorgeous.
Your new champion, at least for now. That's adorable, that is. Let's give it to the little one. And so ends the ballad of Anarchy Rules 3, Ebenezer.
Well, that was my first ever Anarchy Rules to witness, and it was a good one.
Not much else to say, is there?
No, like it was just perfect all around, in my opinion. Like watching it back now, it's like I don't know how to like word it. It seems a lot better now that I'm actually critiquing it. Whilst the first time around, I think where I was just so like hyped up to like be in the venue itself, like I didn't pay as much attention as I should have. Say at the show, the only critique I could have gave was that there wasn't as much crowd work, and this time around, like again, there's just nothing new. It was a fantastic match.
Is it something that you personally like to be? Do you see a match like that and think, yeah, I'd be well up for that? Like,
100%. Yeah, 100%. I'll definitely get involved in it. I think it's a great concept.
And it's simple as well. Like, there's nothing really different about it. What it is reinventing the wheels to a certain degree, and they always say you shouldn't, but it works well here. It's a match that only has this name, Outcast. So when you hear Anarchy Rules, you immediately think, and this is where the virus has a very good marketing brain. You can tell this is a guy who works in business and things like that, because it's a case of, hey, if I say Anarchy Rules, the first thing I'm thinking of is, that's an Outcast fan. That's Outcast's signature match. Very much like when you hear, like, if I hear Anarchy Rules, I immediately think the Virus, K. Michael, and Anarchy, and Outcast Pro Wrestling. Same as if I think of Hell in a Cell, I kind of think of the Undertaker. Casket match as well. Ladder match, I think of Jeff Hardy and the Hardy Boys and Edge and Christian. You know, it's that kind of thing of like they belong to certain people.
Cable's match, the Devon and the Bubba.
The Devon and the Bubba. Yeah, they are certainly synonymous with their matches, and that's why you should always have a unique match. So, coming to Outcast Pro Wrestling soon, the Egyptian prison match. Or we just call it the Pyramid of Doom.
I was about to say that. Oh, no, that's a Punjabi prison, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's basically going to be the same, except it'll have more sand.
More rocks.
more rocks, more stoning, and more sand. Get some infidelic women in there, and we'll stone them first. That'll be the signature. No, we don't condone stoning here at the Wrestle, ladies and gentlemen. Although we do condone getting stoned. Everyone's got to chill sometime, and with that, relax an afternoon. Good times. Right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, as we said, Strings, it's this Saturday, June the 25th. Doors will open at 8 p.m. Tickets are £8. Scan the QR code on the screen. Check out the link in the description if you want to buy a ticket. However, we'll see you tomorrow for some more Outcast Pro Wrestling watch-alongs, and we look forward to having you on board. So make sure you set your timer, because tomorrow evening around 6 to 7 p.m, WrestlePlug will be back with another offering from Outcast Pro Wrestling. For myself, Aaron Nix, and especially from the full-time geezer that is Ebenezer, the geezer. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll catch you very soon for more content from the WrestlePlug.
Have yourself a good evening, butt pluggers.
Hi.